Hey guys, welcome to our review of Kamen Rider 01, episode 20. As always, I'm your host, the Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have
Cinder Blaze
and Makotoa.
My dudes, welcome back. We got done watching this episode, a few days ago. We're late, but hey, we're doing it now so that we could read your comments. But before that, let's dive into our thoughts, and it was fun. It was a fun time. Again, 01 playing off of its strengths. Strangely, it's like the strength of 01 to me is how good arc to arc the Humagear characters are and the situations they're put in. And having sort of this, not really murder mystery, but like mystery to unravel, is a very compelling, just storytelling device. The fact that it is on this grander scale and there are actual stakes on the line if they lose this one, brings it up a notch and really sort of characterizes Thouser as this big old shithead.
That's something that I think, well, at least both of us were having an issue with when we first heard it at the beginning of the episode, where it's like, okay, this time we're gonna play a game of, is this guy guilty or not? And we're just like, wait a minute, he's supposed to be like innocent till, I don't know, like, you don't play games with somebody's freedom, potential prison.
Yeah, I know. They probably said it in the episode, but I just glossed over it. What are the repercussions if he I mean, I understand that's a crime of this level is probably
it was definitely prison, because he was he was being accused of like stealing, like, what was it? How much money from the chick who deposited?
Thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars.
Or no, like 30,000. No, 3 million yen, something.
Yeah, it was a 3 of some kind. A lot.
I remember something million. Also yen, because that's their currency. Yeah, I don't know. And like it is like base level so obvious how this is, so like not necessarily who's guilty, but that he is innocent, like very innocent.
It's kind of too dumbed down in my opinion, because I think even the basic, like, the people, like the judge and stuff, would be able to see through this. Like what about
what hacking is?
Yeah, does nobody know that that's a thing that happens?
Especially in an age where like just tech is so ubiquitous. Even now, where tech is so big, like there's no way to not run into a conceivable scenario where that could happen.
Yeah, I know that you're giving the episode praise, but it is starting to get redundant, because this is the third time we've seen the opposing guy to just pretty much be an arrogant prick, who gets upset and then like has to try and kill the robot dude because they hate them, because they don't want them to win, right? So it's like that is a little bit. I see where the Redditor complaints are coming in from what Alex said, just because of that. I hope that we'll get a bit of a mix-up in the next episode, because we're falling into
strange how they're compounding the same lesson.
Yeah.
Especially if you have an arc where you can do so many diverse things with it. Like, it's a tournament, and it's like up in the air what you get to do. And
I really loved that the whole, I guess, little mini arc with the actors and stuff. Like, that was really nice. You know, they took really nice spins on all the, they had the artist one, they had the sushi chef one. I really liked the ones with those episodically, because they felt a little more diverse. But here it's mainly because the enemy who's got the little earpiece, he turns into a villain and tries to kill everybody without fail. It's like, okay, we've seen this 3 times now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is though the first time that Thouser has brought out one of the the evil drivers for the Humagear, and slap it directly on him. And I do wonder, like he did ask, "Hey, you got backup of this guy? All right, then I'll make short work of him." But didn't we
Mhm.
establish that that belt corrupts their data? I guess it wouldn't corrupt the backup, but then what about all the rest of the people or human gear that it had corrupted before? Maybe there weren't backups? I don't know. It's a very strange
There's
setup.
so many
Yeah.
potential lawsuits that could happen because of the way they like punch and hit each other randomly, you know, between Thouser and the CEO guy. Like, but they just let it happen. They're
It
fighting out
is,
their opinions.
yeah, it is incredibly strange, especially with this setup of, um, you'd think that this was public, right?
Yeah.
Their squabble was public. With the first one, you'd think that. But now it's looking like it's happening behind closed doors. They're just sort of around. Like, you could not put this on I mean, this can't be a public thing if you are playing with these guys' lives, especially the situation that Thouser has put them in. Because Thouser has orchestrated this. He is so clearly evil in all of these. Like,
Yeah.
I
And
don't
like
know.
towards the beginning, like he did try to reprimand like one of the humans for like cheating. I think it was like the flower arranging one. Like he was pissed
Right.
off that he was like cheating. But now it seems like maybe he's a little bit more okay with it.
Not
Here's
maybe.
the thing, like it was that scene gave me a thing of like, oh hey, maybe he's hiding his true intentions by outing him, but then he's just blatantly doing it in these next two arcs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
understanding
That was the
his
weird
motive
part.
here.
He legitimately came out and said, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely antagonizing him so that he goes berserk and causes the
Yeah.
the human gear to go berserk."
But even now in the situation, even conceiving of the idea that hey, we're gonna pit these two our next two contestants in a thing where some dude might go to jail.
Yeah. Okay, but I hated how it happened so like early that we couldn't like have like an enjoyable part of the episode and then kind of jump into it because I was really looking forward to like, Tsurugi coming or Tsurugi's actor coming back for this one.
Yeah.
And when it's just like, okay, our next challenge is a trial, it's just like, wait, this is unlike any other of the other ones because there's like that third party at risk. And like
Yeah, yeah.
this this is nothing like the other trials. Like, what are you even like trying to do here? And like, I'm so glad that Aruto like called him out immediately for it. Like, the second we were all questioning it, Aruto saying like the same
Yeah.
thing,
That's
but
good.
he just kind of like tags along just because like he kind of trusts his human gear. And
Right.
like the way he kind of like tags along with him and just like lets the human gear do his thing. He's just like, you know what, I want to reach the truth. And like, he's the company president for like all the human gear I don't want to say products because they're trying to push my people, but
Right.
yeah, for all the human gears, I'm like, you know what, like I'm a little bit more okay with it, even though it's such a messed up premise.
Mhm.
However, like it depends on like what evidence is out there. Like if there's a lot more evidence, that goes in favor of persecuting him and making him guilty, then like it's way too rigged. Like
Yeah, yeah. It's it is strange because initially when I started this episode I had more positive things to say, but as I'm actually realizing what happened in the episode, it's like this wasn't particularly great.
No.
I think in the back of my head, I was just like, man, Tsurugi, how could this
Yeah.
go wrong?
We were
Or
so
at least,
excited for him.
how could this have gone wrong from my memory? This probably was a good episode since Tsurugi's here. And then we talked about it.
Hmm.
yeah, and I
We
think
wanted it to be. We wanted it to
Yeah,
be because Tsurugi was there.
yeah,
right.
and probably one of my least favorite parts of this episode was like how abrupt the change was. Like I think someone just like yeah, he did try to like kill him and stuff, but like it
Yeah.
wasn't
That
like the
should
same as the other ones. Like they're all trying to like
Yeah.
mess up the other
that should
person.
not be. Do these things not go through like stress tests as on the assembly line? Like, can you not handle bad,
No,
customer
I
service
mean,
or something?
like, something changed because like they're connected to the art now. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And that's exactly what Hirobu and Jin were doing that last time. They were collecting data for the arc. So it
yeah,
makes a little more sense that like they get a little bit more human, especially because Jin was literally like learning about all that stuff throughout the
right.
entire
And
first
like
arc.
he was telling him, hey, yeah, this isn't our fault. These guys, their anger, it's born from what you taught us. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, very interesting stuff. Uh, guys, did you have anything else you wanted to say before we dive into the comments?
You just
Now go for it.
no. You just gotta do it by force. You can't do it by force. Do you believe you're a gorilla?
Oh. All right, here we go. From Double the Unknown. Didn't have time to watch your watch along yet. Don't worry. When you posted this comment, I had posted it like maybe at it went up at like 8 something, 9 something, and I tell you to get them in at 10. So don't worry about it. Uh, but I'll post what I felt from watching the episode yesterday. This episode basically just shows how much of a scumbag Guy is, the fact he wants to use his little competition to potentially ruin people's lives, and is using Tsurugi as an experiment on why Humagear are dangerous is really messed up. They've really been spinning the human reaction to Humagear as something close to racism. The last 2 weeks they focused on the fear of losing jobs to Humagear, and now it's about Humagear having the potential to be deceitful, so they can't be trusted. I did not see that racial angle to it, but I am now. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You have now realized it.
Realize Hajime no eyes. That is a very very powerful observation. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty neat, but I feel like the issue with like this episode in particular, like yeah, it built out like on top of that, but the pacing was off, and like the episode itself did have like too many shortcomings.
Sure.
And it
I
was
mean, like it's the difference between what the message is and how it's presented. And what the
Yeah.
message was that. How it was presented.
Yeah,
You know.
that's basically like Q Ranger in a nutshell. So many good ideas.
Get to see Tsurugi dance this time.
oh yeah, maybe
I have
next
to-
episode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh, also Yoko was in this episode, kinda. Yellow Buster.
Yeah.
She was just she was the girlfriend who
Oh,
if they brought her in as the actress, something tells me she's to blame or something. I don't know. She's connected. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to hear more from us each week, tell us in the comments down below what you thought about our thoughts about your thoughts. And hey, we filmed another food episode for some reason. That's going up tomorrow or sometime after this. So if you liked our discussion about Pringles last time, yeah, get ready for a smorgasbord of new food related content.
yeah.
Yes, thanks for watching. Keep it juicy.
Yeah. Whatever you were saying, dude.
At the very least, this episode established Bowser as a real jerk, in my opinion. This episode. Before he was just kind of okay. He's an antagonist.